My hair's a wreck. Hence the hat. I'm home. Eating my new blankie. And it's warm. I'm gonna go try that food now. I wanted to warn you all. Just in case I come back later and have explosive diarrhea or something. I just don't have the energy to leave the couch. I mean, I didn't have far to walk in the hospital. They kept me in my room. So, the bed was 2 feet from the toilet. All I had to do was unplug my pole and push it in there with me. That was 3 feet. So, it tired me out, but I managed to do it. My house is very small. Well, I mean, the downstairs is very small. I don't have a lot of area to walk. But I've been getting out of breath. I do still feel better, though. My counts, it was my neutrophils. They're supposed to be like 1,000 or more, I think is what he said. You know, they tell me this after I've taken an oxycodone nap. Which I had some really awful dreams yesterday. But anyways, my counts were too low. And actually what happened, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So 1,000 is the normal, is where they want you, I guess. Or the minimum or something. I don't know. But when I went to the hospital, when I went to Roswell, they were like 1,200. But they kept going down as I was there. Every time they checked my blood, it would go down lower and lower and lower. It got to 800. And then today they went back up to like 1,400. So he said I was safe to go home. I'm a bottom line it person. Basically, those help keep me from getting an infection. So they kept me in a room with this humongous HEPA filter, I think it was, that sucked all the air out. And the aides kept coming in and going, "Do you want me to leave the door open?" I do. But it says right on the door, on that big sign there, to shut the door. So, no, shut the door. Because my room would get, like, disgustingly hot, which would make me miserable. Even when I didn't have a fever. Even once the fever was gone, it was miserable. And I got them to turn it down finally. And then Crazy Mary came in, and I think she had them turn it up again because she thought it was cold. I was like, no, I like to bundle up under blankets. I like to burrow. I'm like my favorite dog breed, a dachshund. They like to burrow. My other favorite, of course, is Frenchie. B. Arthur was so excited when I got home that she puked. Twice. My baby. She missed her mama, and mama missed her. Oh, and the ratties. One of the rats came out, and she's like, "You're here." And I'm like, "Why, yes, I am, Miss Ratty." And she's looking at me like, holding her hand. Well, she didn't hold her hand out, but you know, that was the equivalent. So I gave her a treat. And the other two were asleep, so they didn't get nothing. And the babies, they're all like, "She's back. The lunatic is back." I did miss everyone here at my house. I had a great bunch of friends come and take care of everything for me. So thank you all. And yesterday I had some wonderful men come and pray with me while I was at church. Well, I was at church. I was not at church. I was at the hospital. But they came and prayed with me. And that was nice. So, really, I didn't do that much, obviously. I spent a lot of time watching TV. Occasionally, I'd stand up and kind of shuffle. She's like, you don't want to get blood clots. No, sure don't. I'm already on blood thinner, so we're good. Yeah, but I'm home now. Oh my gosh. Won't be doing that again. I think the combined force of everything that I took that day on Thursday at Roswell, all the treatment and the booster and all the fun stuff, I was just like, hey, Stacy, here are your numbers. Yeah. And I haven't been that sick in a long time, and it scared me. It scared me a lot. I live alone. I'm a hypochondriac. I'm afraid of stuff like that. And I kept getting headaches. And I was nauseous at the hospital. And yesterday, it finally dawned on me what was causing the nausea. And I was like, oh, this explains it. Because nothing was touching it. Usually, Zofran will take care of it. I'll take my Zofran and I'll be fine within minutes. But they had to give me Zofran and Compazine because you can only have Zofran every 8 hours. And I still needed something because food, that's how it was. I knew I had to eat, but the food just looked like I didn't want to eat it, And I was drinking a lot, which was good. They were real pleased with my products. They're like, wow, you drink a lot of water. I'm like, well, that's part of the problem. I was dehydrated. That's why I'm here. They were giving me fluids, bagged fluids too. Some of the things that they were saying was just cracking me up. You can tell I was not on. I was not on my best game because they said, I'm going to hook up your bag of fluid. And I'm like, bag of fluid? Oh, that's a funny name. And, yeah. But, I'll continue to get better. I have to go get another stupid COVID test tomorrow. I had my first COVID test on Saturday at Roswell. I've never had one. They suck. And I gotta get one tomorrow so that I can get my heart test on Friday. I tried really hard to get the heart test while I was there today. But it just was not to be. So I'll go get my heart test. And, and we'll just deal with that. Yeah, nothing else to tell you about. I'm just rubbing my head because it feels kind of good. Nothing else exciting happened at Roswell. Got one of those fun shampoo caps. Those actually feel good, especially if you have a headache, because they warm them in the microwave, and then you slap that sucker on your head and then swish it around. It felt good. I left it on till it got cold, and then I took it off and commenced combing. I think that's it. I'm okay, guys. I had a big scare. I don't want to be around anyone. I don't want to be around anyone anymore. At least not until I'm safely back to my regular health. Which is not that good to begin with, so we don't have that high of a bar to reach. Oh, the girls found my Princess Banana Hammock as my preferred name to be called, and they all had a good chuckle with that. I'm glad I could make them laugh. That's what I do. I want to bring people joy. I mean, you work at a cancer center. It's not always going to end well. And the nurses, they care about us. And sometimes they need a laugh too. So I'm glad I could bring them some laughter. I'm babbling, I know that, but I just don't want to get up yet. I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all, folks. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm gonna go test that food out because they did look at my knees, Kathy. They're starting to turn yellow, so they're getting better. The one nurse couldn't believe that they were still purple, and I'm like, no, I'm on blood thinners and I'm a cancer patient. I don't heal as fast as the normal person. You should know this. You should know this. You're the professional. Hopefully I'll get to sleep tonight. I didn't sleep much there. They weren't able to give me any sleeping aids because none of them work. So the one day I was up for like 24 hours. I was just sitting there watching TV like this. She's like, you didn't sleep at all. I'm like, I know. I'd really like to fix that tonight. So that's also because I can't sleep in a weird bed. So hopefully I'll be exhausted tonight and go to sleep. All right, I think I've got the will to get up now. It's the bladder talking, so you gotta answer the bladder. So I'm gonna go try and eat dinner and probably then I'm gonna go to bed. I thank you all for worrying about me. And I thank you all for helping me when I needed it. And I will talk at you later.